Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello. Welcome back from the weekend. The KVJ After the Show podcast here for your Monday. Hope everybody had great weekends.
Yeah.
Nice, good stuff. Heard a little bit about the Virginia stuff on the regular show today. Jaybird finishing up the Halloween movie. I just kind of chilled out. It's football season, baby. It's good stuff.
I did the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I did that the weekend before.
It was so much fun. Everybody was so happy.
Yeah, it is. It is a good. You know, it's just a great time. I love this time of year because you got man. It's just one thing after another now. You got Halloween coming up and all kinds of fun stuff to do every weekend. You got football and baseball playoffs and holidays right around the corner. Dang, it's good stuff. Candy everywhere.
Woohoo!
Good times. Good times. Let me see. Got some emails here today. One, this is kind of a call them out here today. Didn't get to earlier, but this would be from the podcast on Friday when I had my daughter Caitlin on. Said I am calling out Kevin's daughter Caitlin for calling somebody in their mid-50s an old ass. She will be that age one day, and someone will be the same age of her, and they will call her an old ass. So.
And thus the circle continues.
Thus, yes. She's 23, so yes. Anyone in their 50s to her is an old ass. So.
I was hoping she said something older than my age. I thought she said, he was 39, Dad. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah. Wasn't that as bad. So, yes, they had a fun weekend in Siesta Key over there visiting and tearing it up. You know, when we asked for cool little towns to get away from, somebody had said St. Pete, but nobody really said Siesta Key. I have been in that area because, we used to be on over there, and I think I've been through, but I haven't done the little strip of bars on Siesta Key. But my daughter's been there a couple times now. So they seem to like it.
Okay.
Is it a popular place to get away to? I don't even know. I'm surprised that it really didn't get any love or mentions.
Well, next time your daughter goes down there with all her friends, you should tag along.
There's no chance. There's no chance. Oh, my gosh.
That makes me tired just entertaining that idea.
It is, yeah.
Okay, we'll get drinks. We'll get out in Duval around midnight.
Yeah, no way. Even Kayla, when she was like, I need a 40-hour nap. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I got, of course, drama happens.
Of
and
course.
There's all kinds of issues. And, I was just listening to him like that. Just hearing the story made me tired.
Anytime you get people drinking
Yeah.
for longer than a day,
Oh, yeah.
it's groups of people.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of times it's not groups of people that always see each other.
Right.
There's always one or two newbies in the group. You throw in some drinking or drugs, whatever you're into, there's going to be some drama.
Yeah.
Always.
There was, so, yeah.
Do you know what happened?
It was a relationship issue. Yes, where a guy might have been hitting on another girl, and the fight happened, and blah 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 blah.
Oh boy!
You know how it goes.
Was were they there as a couple, and then the dude
as a couple.
broke off and was hitting on somebody else?
Apparently so.
Oh shit!
I mean, there's so much tail in the house.
That's the story. Well, they were at a bar, and she was one place, and she came over, and her boyfriend was talking to a girl. And she came over and said, oh, hey, by the way, I'm this guy's girlfriend. And she's like, oh, okay. And so the girl was like, hey, I need to talk to you for a second in the bathroom. She's like, just want to let you know everything your boyfriend was saying to me. And here's his number he just gave me.
Now the girl that he was hitting on, was she in the group or this is just a random girl?
Just a
Random bar girl.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a
That
pig.
caused a massive fight.
Well,
and,
yeah.
And so drama the whole night. And
Let me guess, babe, it wasn't nothing like that. I swear,
Whatever.
It wasn't nothing
Yeah.
like
If
that.
you gave her your number,
yeah.
dude, you're done.
You're done. You're fucked, buddy.
yep. So,
Now, is she going to stay with that cat or is she going to dump his ass as she should dump him?
good question because they live together. I don't know.
Shit.
Live together.
So,
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's time to move out, honey. Look,
I
you're
would.
young. This guy is showing his colors. I don't know.
I would not put up with that horse shit.
Yeah.
This is only the beginning, too. I mean, you can't have been dating him that long.
Well,
You're young.
The fact that he's, first of all, it's disrespectful to do it anytime, but the fact he's doing it right in front of you, basically.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
That's deal breaker.
Yeah.
Walls pegged it is out.
You're out.
He's
Oh my gosh.
He's so flagrant that it makes you think, okay, he's doing this back home.
Am I out? Anybody should be out for that.
Yeah, you just couldn't. I mean, you could never trust a person again.
Hell
I would
no.
think, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, with that, if you are looking for a place to get away to, we do have our poll up for what are the best cities in America for a getaway. There's so many cool little towns, and this is all based on your suggestions from our KVJ Show Facebook page. Right now, it looks like Savannah, Georgia, and the Florida Keys are tied for first place early in the voting. Those are the two top places that people are saying are great for a getaway. You got Asheville, North Carolina in there getting some votes, as well as, forgot all about Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, yeah. Vegas is great. For like 3 days, Vegas
Yeah.
is great. Then Vegas is depressing.
Right, then you got to get out.
You got to
Yeah.
get the hell out.
Yeah, I feel that way about New Orleans.
I'm the same way, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I think I've had the most depression ever in my life compounded at the airport in New Orleans, getting ready to leave. I've sat there many dark hours just waiting for a flight. I'm like, I got to get out of here and fast. Got some comments, everything from the app to the emails. We got you. Appreciate that. Got this one from Trish saying the world's gone crazy. So with COVID crap going around, you were talking today about opening the door for people. Not everybody saying thank you. I have seen that where some people just look at you like, oh, I might just catch something walking by your essence and your air. You know, it could be something. So, yeah, it is tough. You do want to be nice, especially now to people. But, yeah, like I'd said earlier when you're talking about that, where you didn't get a couple thank yous from some people may look at you squirrely if you hold a door open for them, especially if you're not wearing a mask. Because, you know, just some people are really weird about the masks and going out and all that
But
stuff.
I've seen it before, though, where you do,
Yeah.
even before COVID, some people don't like the door being held for them. They
Yeah.
think you're trying, I don't know what they think.
Well-
Either you're trying to sleep with them or you think less of them. It's got nothing to do with any of that.
I think things are different right now because, you know, we were quarantined for so long. I think in essence, a lot of us have lost the art form of interaction with other human beings. I really do.
I agree with you.
I think there's something to it. I think we sat in our homes, isolated, away from other human beings. We lost the art and gift of empathy, and we replaced it with anger and intolerance. And it's a different kind of world. I got this email here that said, I heard your discussion about road rage on the roads these days. I'm a dispatcher for FHP, and I will tell you that things have changed in the past 2 years or so. I've been with my agency for many years, but these past couple of years have been insane. My agency covers 11 counties, and for the most part, it's Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, but everywhere has gotten so scary. My community center alone gets numerous calls per day about either people getting shot at, gun pointed at them, or an innocent bystander getting bullet holes in their car just for being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Good Lord.
I would say from my experience, most of these occur from stupid mistakes, such as driving too slow in the left lane, cutting somebody off, or a merging issue. My husband drove us on I-95 Saturday to Boynton from West Palm, and I had an epiphany. I realized I am petrified of I-95, not to mention the a-hole drivers that run out of gas blocking the middle lane, or horrible drivers that will crash into me. The turnpike lately has not been much better, by the way. Just saying. So that's Love Troop KNL FHP. So they've noticed it as well.
Yeah, it's not your imagination. It's definitely, it's more squirrely and amped and stressed and high-strung out there. So whatever you do, don't fall into the traps of it.
I think there's also something, too, when you are in your house and all you're doing, because that's basically what happened. We're all in our houses or your apartments, and you're just sitting there and you're reading everything on the internet and you're stewing. And there's a lot of bad shit on the internet, and it's easy for you to get upset at things and think everything in the world is horrible, everything in the world is terrible, especially when you're not going out in the world. You're just reading shit and you're looking at videos. And as we all know, the heavy, sad, terrible shit sells better. It does better on the internet. I think if you don't get out and you're living in that world, it can fuck with your head.
But when you do go out, if before you go, you tell yourself, hey, I'm making a conscious decision to expect shit to go sideways and people to act weird and squirrely and dramatic, or someone to do something stupid, I'm going to make a plan not to react, but to just move along. You could save yourself a lot of drama.
Well, really what you're talking about is almost kind of doing a meditation before you go out into the world.
Exactly.
Which I 110% agree with you.
Exactly.
You do have to trick your mind and be prepared. Because if you're on autopilot and you go out into the world and someone says something you're not expecting
You're gonna be like, what,
that
motherfucker?
offends you or makes you feel weird, you're going to react in a way you don't want to react. But if
So
you are,
plan.
that's why people meditate. That's
Plan
why, yes.
ahead of time. Somebody is going to get stupid. It could be at Starbucks. It could be in the Walmart checkout line. It could be merging on 95. Somebody around you is going to get stupid. Already before that happens, know how you're going to react so you don't escalate anything.
Always leave your house knowing someone can offend you or rub you the wrong way. It's going to happen.
And it's so much worse now. People are just squirrely, man. They're just squirrely.
Well, I think we've gone so long before seeing the beauty of humanity. We've only seen the worst of people, and we've missed seeing a lot of the best, to remember that there's a lot of good out there and a lot of good in people. And when you only see one side of it, I think we have less tolerance for other humans, and that's why we act the way to others the way we do. We forget that, hey, they're just like you. Same kind of desires, same kind of wants. They have people that love them.
All part of the same. I mean, as corny as it sounds, all part of the same team.
Yeah, you forget about that because no one's shown us that to that point, because the negative side of it sells more, and that's all we've seen. So remember, there is good in people.
Oh, there is so much good in people. I believe majority of people do have good in them.
Mm-hmm. Linda said that, I too watched the Dave Chappelle special, The Closer on Netflix, and it was hilarious. Comics are supposed to make people think and laugh and stop for a minute. They talk about race, weight, gender, everything you could possibly think of. Got a lot of comments on that. You can go see it. And we had a conversation about it today on the regular show that you can go back and listen to as well. Got an email here. Listen to this. How would you handle this situation? From M. It says, my coworker from behind me pulled his pants down and told me to look.
What?
I did because I didn't know at what, and said, OMG, stop. You're beyond inappropriate. He continued to pleasure himself after he requested I look.
What?
Then as his session came to an end, he asked me to look again to watch the finale. I grabbed my things and I left. It was towards the end of the day. Today I have to take care of it. I need advice.
Oh, bring him down.
Yeah.
That person needs to be reported immediately. You can't do that shit.
That person's a different kind of deviant.
They got to go down.
Yeah. There's
Gosh.
no corner of society.
I wish you would have whipped around with your camera and took a picture.
Or your scissors.
I get it. He's got to go down.
Yeah, you've got to turn him in, because if you don't, he's going to keep doing this to other women that are maybe younger or more naive, or he might even escalate this.
And I understand you don't want to deal with that, and that's unfair that you have to deal with that. That's bullshit that you have to deal with that. But I really do highly recommend, if this happens to anybody, report it immediately. Tell the authorities. I mean, you can't do this shit anymore.
No,
you can't.
You got to stop it, because it's not right. And now they have to really look at stuff where, like 20 years ago, all these guys that would do stuff like this got away with it. Now it's a different day.
Yeah. You can't get away with it now.
You cannot.
There's too many people that want to bring you down for being a fuckface. Which you should be brought down.
And yeah, I mean, if you don't get the answers you need from your employer and your HR department, take it to social media.
It's also it's a crime what they did.
It is, yeah.
Barring work bullshit, you can't do that to people.
That's a no-brainer on that. If they get fired, good. They get arrested, good.
Good.
Yeah, you're all good on that. We found out today on the regular show about something called the Doordash Trap. And there was somebody who worked for DoorDash, or at least one of the delivery services, that said, oh, yeah, I know all about this. It had happened to Jaybird before, and somebody had a viral TikTok video. In fact, there's lots of them on there, where the DoorDash delivery driver will come up and they will leave your beverage about 6 inches from your door that swings out. So you're, in a sense, trapped. And your only option is to either knock over your beverage or climb out a window, and this person who made the TikTok video didn't have a back door, so it was climb out the window.
Well, the way my situation was set up, they knocked on the door and they drive away now because that's what they do. You really never have to interact with anybody anymore. The way, even if you look out the window, you couldn't tell how they positioned it. The door was kind of blocking everything, so you just open up a door normally and it fucked everything up.
And I've seen you. You come through a door like Kramer.
I do, but you cannot blame this one on me. You cannot. No, fuck that. You weren't even there. Why don't you get on your broom and fly away?
I saw it on social media.
Be gone, witch. Be gone.
I commented that it was your fault.
Oh, you fuck
Hamburger
you.
hands.
Fuck you and Twitter.
Yeah, so that was just it, where somebody had said, yeah, I'm a driver, and if I have somebody that routinely tips me terribly, I'll do the little DoorDash trap. That'll
Oh,
happen.
shit.
I wonder if they drive a little bit down to see the whole thing go down. To get, you see the person open up the door and spill it. That gives you a little bit of a win. If they're an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Something to it. So, yeah, they said that I do the DoorDash. They're supposed to take a photo to make sure that it was placed properly, and
some
all
people do
those
it the right
things.
way. Some people
Yeah.
don't, Kev.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's really what these delivery services need to do of each of their drivers, to say, we need to see what it looked like when you left it there, and let's make sure that we recognize that we should not be putting beverages 3 inches away from somebody's door.
And I order the gargantuan size. It was like the biggest kind of Coke.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh man, there wasn't a
They
lick.
topple quick.
There wasn't an ice cube left in that fucking thing. It was all gone.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody had stabbed a rainbow, though, on his sidewalk.
The ants were loving it. Like, oh, sweet.
So many colors of slushy.
This email's from Matt. It's the super rich versus normal people. The other day, you spoke about the difference between the wealthy and normal people. Jaybird mentioned that he doesn't know how to act or what to talk about. This reminded me of my buddy who deals with them on a daily basis. He does luxury interior design, $250K plus contracts. He says he always asks them, so how much money do you really have? They always give him this wide-eyed look, and they stutter with their response. But he says 90% of the time, they really tell him, probably due to a state of shock. Give it a shot, Bird. So how much money do you really have?
I don't. I can eat a frog's fat ass.
Yeah, he don't
I-
care about that.
I don't give a shit. Titles, money, all that bullshit. We're all people. Damn it. Right?
Well, that's what poor people tell themselves.
Is this thing on?
Right.
That's how poor people get through the day.
Hey, we're all people.
people. We're all the same.
We all just have a title.
This email is a request. My calendar says that Wednesday is International Sloth Day. Maybe Denny's can work that into his theme for the One Note Name That Tune.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up.
Okay.
And
How will we celebrate?
that'll be tough to do for poor sweet Denny's. Got to do sloth comedy. Oh, sloth. No, songs. He does when he does the theme. I think he does for the songs, right?
Yes.
I like when Denny's has a theme.
I think we've gotten so excited about the themes that now he knows, don't come in here unless you have a theme.
Yeah.
Sloth Day.
It could be all slow.
Yeah, it could be like the slowest songs. He could spin it. He could spin it to where it would work.
Sloth's Top 10.
Can make it happen. Got an email from Michael, and he said, this may sound a bit odd, but is there anywhere to find producer Denny's knows when you're high list of questions?
Oh.
That'd be a good stoner conversation.
Yeah, he should
have.
put out a book. We've been telling him he needs to publish not only a joke book, but all of his stoner questions book.
Yeah. Could have a whole Denny's library going on here
I'd buy it.
at this point. You could do a whole book on his stories from a stoner.
Totally.
That could be a book as well. We got a full library here.
All right, Danny, he's got to write 3 books.
Yeah, you got to write 3 books.
I know you have so much time.
And
if you could have those done by Friday, I'd appreciate it.
We have to finish our shitty KVJ movie, too.
And I think that Stories from a Stoner would be a great episodic TikTok. So start a new TikTok page.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck you. One of these days he's going to come in and go, fuck you guys.
All of you, fuck you.
He just loses it.
The most peaceful, I quit this bitch ever.
Yeah. Hey guys, just want to tell you to fuck up.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yeah. This email is a little story here. Her husband, she says in the email, has been helping me shower after surgery. I'm a bit of a beggar girl. So when I was washing my lady parts,
Okay.
he says the literal words, it sounds like an octopus playground exclusively made up of slides. Okay.
Wait, what now? Hold on. Let's dissect
Sounds
this.
like an octopus playground exclusively made up of slides. Yeah, apparently her lady parts making a lot of...
Are they talking during sex or during the bathing part?
During the bathing part.
Okay, but I don't know. Sometimes bathing leads to a little poking, if you know what I'm talking
If
about.
you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
probably
bathe-
after surgery, you're probably not doing a lot of poking.
I don't know. If you bathe me, even after surgery, and you're bathing me, I don't know. I might lead to some poking.
Yeah, so there you go. Okay, it's an interesting visual and sounds there. Wonder how octopus would like slides.
Not well.
You don't think so?
I don't think it would go well for them.
Well, we saw that that bear and the mama bear. They love slides. They were playing on slides.
Bears love a slide.
So
But bears ain't got 8 tentacles either.
True.
I'm wondering if there's some animals that love a slide and other animals are like, nah.
I feel like, and I'm no scientist, but I feel like a giraffe would hate a slide.
You think?
Yes.
The sloth would be like, fuck! He wouldn't like it either.
Yeah, it'd probably startle a sloth. That'd probably be really challenging for one of them. I got some nice emails here. One from Betty said, I want to thank you for telling us about Ideal Nutrition and squeezed juices. I started going last week to the Gardens location and got my whole family eating them. I'm hoping for some great results. I feel lighter already, not so stuffed.
Good.
Yeah, and I just got my first squeezed juice delivery yesterday and started this morning. They taste great. Just saw your live video from the new Boca location, Kev, of Ideal Nutrition, and just wanted to reach out and say thank you. Thank you, Betty.
Oh, you see Kevin's video? Ralston looking like a tasty snack.
Also, I got Laura said, been listening forever, and I started my first cleanse today based off your recommendation. My daughter is also sort of a bonding experience, and misery loves company, LOL.
We've been shitting all weekend long together.
I can't tell you how sad I am not being able to eat any food right now. I'm like Jaybird in Virginia. I love me some food and drink, but I'm excited to see if I can do it. I agree with Kev that we should give our bodies a break once in a while to work on digestion. I do work out 6 days a week, and I'm on my feet a lot for work. I may just incorporate this to my regular regime. Yeah.
Yeah. I really truly believe that if I would stick to a hardcore cleanse now between Halloween, I'll fit in a costume that is like 3 sizes smaller than I would fit in right now.
Okay, yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Because if you're a girl, that likes to look a little slutty on Halloween,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of fun, right?
That's hell yeah.
I think it's a great goal. Slutty by the 31st.
Okay, that's what you're going for, huh?
Yeah, the juice cleanse can help you get there.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Let me see. Got a fun little thing here for Halloween. Linda sent in this email, and she's got 3 little ghouls that are hanging from the trees, and she said, I call them Kemper, Virginia, and Jason.
Oh, that is awesome. I
That's
love
nice.
it.
Like that.
That's fun looking.
Yeah.
I'm into those.
Also, Kathy said, Jaber, I know you're always telling the kids to Google Billy Joel. There's my son. He's actually got a Billy Joel sweatshirt on.
That is awesome. I love it. That's
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Very cool.
Did it say 1971 on that thing?
It says Long Island, New York, Billy Joel underneath, 1971. Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, cool little sweatshirt there, huh?
I always love when other people. It's cool when other people love the same things you love.
Sure.
You're able to talk about it, have fun, have moments.
And got an email from Christy, said, have you ever felt like you were best friends with 5 people, but you've never met them? This is literally how I feel about you guys.
Aw, what a
Nice.
sweet compliment.
Very kind.
Since I was a kid, now I'm in my mid-30s, so I feel like I know everything about each one of your lives. And I saw Virginia at the Taste of Martin County the other night. And as I saw Panda walk by, I looked at my husband and said, "Oh, look, it's Panda." My husband said, "Who the fuck is Panda?"
That's hilarious.
Yeah. She looked gorgeous in her green dress, and we prayed that she would take the mic away from whoever was calling out the auction basket numbers. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Kevin, you ever been at an event and the people that are doing like the auction don't know what they're doing?
Oh, yeah, those auctions can go so horribly wrong publicly.
But you don't have to do that anymore. Now we know how to do it. You don't stand there and call out numbers. You pull all the numbers, you post them up on a whiteboard, and you call it good. You don't stand there for 30. No, she was more like 45. 45 minutes.
Yeah,
This woman was screaming into the microphone, calling out numbers. These people couldn't get out of this event faster.
I remember I had to do an event. I forget where it was. It was somewhere up in Port St. Lucie, and we were giving away Jonas Brother tickets, and I was the only one from the show there. And they put everything in this big, kind of like what you're talking about, a big raffle thing, and you got to pull out numbers or pull out and read names, but not everybody that put the name in the thing was there, so you had to be there to win the tickets, and it went on a 10-minute run where I did not pull a name of anybody, and the people were getting fucking disgruntled and pissed, and some old
suck, Jason.
Some old woman who did not even like the Jonas Brothers won the tickets. Some guy walked to my car screaming at me, and I remember going, I never want to do a contest like this ever again. It was the most uncomfortable bullshit I've ever been through. This fucker wanted to kill me. And then the old woman who won the tickets audibly says how she doesn't know who the Jonas Brothers were. You're like, what?
What?
She doesn't
Oh,
like
man.
it. Oh, it was terrible.
Wow.
Port St. Lucie tried to kill me.
So thank you, Christy. Appreciate the nice email. That was great. Thanks for all the emails that people sent in. Do appreciate that. In fact, I want to say a big thank you. I think I know who sent this. I believe it probably was Noel, but somebody sent me a copy of Dave Grohl's The Storyteller, the book. I had seen her on Thursday night. And she was telling me about how he's doing kind of a tour where he's going around and he's just telling the stories out of this book. So
that's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty much just what it's like being a rock star and everything that he's seen. He's got great stories. He had just told one the other day about how he had Paul McCartney over to his house. And Paul McCartney saw the piano sitting in the middle of this big, expansive room and sat down and started playing. And his daughter came over, and Paul McCartney gave her a piano lesson.
Wow.
And, he's like, I hate to geek out because, Dave Grohl is kind of a big fan of everybody anyway. And he's like, I just couldn't believe this moment. So I had to snap a photo. My daughter's first piano lesson was by Paul McCartney.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it's, stories, I think, kind of along those lines.
I always like to hear, too, if they're honest about who was the biggest dick. Other artists that were dicks.
I wonder if Dave would go there because I think he's kind of a humble, good dude. He always seems to focus on the positive, and I'm sure he's got plenty of experience of people that were out of their mind and asshats. But he always seems to kind of go on the. It's kind of cool. Paul McCartney took the time to give my daughter a piano lesson stories.
That's a great story, but I do always like hearing when other musicians told. There was one with Paul Stanley saying Slash was a dick. He went to go meet Slash one time, and Slash was passed out on a couch and was a real asshole to him, and he talks about that. It's always fun to see what bands like each other and which ones don't.
How they were, all the behind-the-scenes drama. It's always fascinating. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. So thank you, Noel, if that was you that sent it. If not, thank you to whomever. Do appreciate that. I'll get to that as soon as I can. There was one story that I saw this weekend that just, holy crap, man. It's bad stuff. Bad stuff. I don't know if you saw this story about this Eric Pearson, 54-year-old dude.
No.
You just read this story and you're like, how the hell does this happen? What did we do? And somebody needs to be held accountable. There's this guy, Eric Pearson, and on Saturday he confessed to killing Erica Verdecchia, a 33-year-old single mom. And the whole thing about this, he just was recently let out of jail for killing someone else.
Oh, no.
And then he killed before that.
Oh, no.
And you're like, how is this guy walking around? And of course, Erica's parents are like, how is this guy out? What the hell is going on?
It's weird how this happens, man. Where people will kill and they let them out again.
Yeah, in 1995, this animal, Eric Pearson, pled guilty to second-degree murder in the death of 17-year-old Christina Whitaker, Her battered body was found buried underneath debris at a construction site in Davie. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, but he served 25 and then was released on September 3rd of 2020.
My first question would be, why is that only second-degree murder? That sounds like first-degree murder to me.
I don't understand any of this. And then in 1985, he pled guilty to attempted first-degree murder after breaking into a Davie woman's house and cutting her throat and hands with a kitchen knife. Now, miraculously, that woman survived.
Oh, my.
He was sentenced to 18 years in prison, served 4. But this
How?
I mean, these are the stories where this is the kind of person, like, this is why I'm not a fan of locking people up for no reasons. If they're not going to harm people, whatever. This is the kind of person prison is made for, because you can't let them out in society because they are a danger to everyone around them.
There's so many stories where with murder, with rapists, sexual assault, they say, oh, these guys have been rehabilitated, let them out, only for them to repeat over and over again. It happens all the time.
And this guy, just the way he handles his victims, it's a different level. It's not even something that is a gunshot or whatever. They say that with Erica Verdecchia, he stabbed her with a screwdriver 4 times, twice in the neck, 1 in each eye.
Oh, my God.
And then he buried her body in a canal in Davie. And it was his girlfriend, this Eric Pearson. So he actually had a girlfriend. And he kept looking out to the canal. He's like, oh, I think the bitch is starting to stink. And she's like, what is he talking about? And I think she kind of helped authorities, point the finger at him. And he just admitted to it. But you're like, how the hell does this happen? Why is somebody like this walking amongst us?
He's a psychopath.
He's a psychopath. But at the same time, we don't have a better system of kind of being able to. Like I said, there are some people, you get on the drug offenses and things like that. They're just sometimes dumb people that are not a harm to anybody. But this guy
We're
clearly...
talking violent sexual crimes.
Yes.
Was there sexual crime? Was there a sexual
It
crime?
didn't say sexual,
Gotcha.
but violent crimes that have happened where he tried to kill once, failed, killed again, and then is back out and killed a second time, but that was his 3rd attempt. And you just are like... Clearly, something has to be done to make sure this guy never gets out on the street.
And those are the 3 you know about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But
that happened with the serial killer, Ed Kemper. He killed his grandparents as a teenager, so he had to go to, where the young kids go. They released him, I think, when he was 21. This is after he killed the grandparents. Then he ended up killing 9 more people.
Oh, my gosh.
And then you go, oh, we didn't see the signs here, guys. He killed his grandparents.
Yeah, these are the ones that you just wonder. And clearly, Erica Verdecchia's family is very upset and saying, why is this guy out? Like, we didn't see signs. We didn't have an idea that he probably is not going to be good out in society. And you look at his photo, he's got the look.
Right?
Some people have that murder look.
Just, if you saw him walking down the street, you'd be like, okay, I need to get away from this cat.
You try not to judge, but that instinct inside
like
you
I said, you
goes
need to profile. People are always like, well, that's not nice to profile people. No, it's a biological function we have.
It's called surviving.
It's called surviving so that you don't fall into the grass of people like Eric Pearson.
God gave it to you for a reason.
Yes, don't ignore it.
It's one of your senses.
Well, I shouldn't judge people.
That guy,
I don't know anything about this gentleman with the crazy eyes and the swastika on his forehead. He might be a lovely gentleman.
Holding the hatchet. I'm sure he's great.
You should be judging people all day, every day.
Do better, Bird. You shouldn't judge. Well, fuck, he has a hatchet.
Yes. He was just a guy, if you looked at him, you'd be like, I just got a vibe. I probably need to stay away from this cat.
No, Kev, you should not judge a book like that.
No, I'm judging. That's a bad book. Don't crack into it. All right, thanks for being here today. Y'all have a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.